Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Zach Chat. My name is Zach Ballard. For today's episode, we are going to be jumping back into my top 10 preseason list and my season predictions for those teams. These episodes are going to drop every Friday at noon, so tune in to make sure your team makes the list. Coming in at number 9, I've got USC. I've got USC coming in at number 9 on my preseason rankings. It's kind of hard to tell what USC was last year. I mean, they started off the season 5-0, but 3 of those wins were big fourth quarter comebacks, and they did make it to the Pac-12 title game. They were supposed to play Washington. Washington couldn't make the game because of a COVID outbreak, so they ended up playing Oregon, losing that game 31-24, but it really never felt that close. Oregon was pretty much in control of that game for most of the second half. So heading into 2021, I've got them at 9, which is going to be their highest preseason ranking since they were number 4 in 2017. That team was vastly overrated. They started off with a big-time loss to Alabama that year. So coming in this season, I think their number 9 is kind of justified. They're returning Keaton Slovis, who I think is a potential first-round pick at quarterback. They've got 2 of their top 3 receivers coming back in Drake London, Brew McCoy. They've got a former 5-star running back coming back in Stephen Carr. It'll just be interesting to see how Graham Harrell decides to use a lot of those pieces in his offense. He'll be his 3rd year as offensive coordinator. Last season, we saw a lot of his tendencies from being a Mike Leach quarterback come out. His team averaged well over 300 yards passing a game, but for the first time since I can remember, USC averaged less than 100 yards rushing. They ranked 120th in the country in rushing last year, which is just unbelievable given the fact that it's USC. They also return 8 starters on defense. This will be Todd Orlando's second season as their defensive coordinator, which is a big jump usually you see from the first season in a scheme to the second season. So they jumped from like 78th in total defense all the way up to 40th. So I would expect a similar jump next season. The thing that's interesting about USC is when you take a look at their schedule, I find it really hard to believe that they might not go 12-0 next year. It's either going to be 12-0 or 11-1 to me. I think the only game that they really might lose is that Notre Dame game in late November. If they're able to get past that, though, I truly believe they can make it to the Pac-12 title game 12-0. They don't play Washington in the regular season. They don't play Oregon. So those are going to be your 2 main competitors in the Pac-12 for a team like USC. They always have their game against UCLA. That's a big rivalry game. Stanford's never an easy out. Arizona State's got Jaden Daniels. He's going to be explosive on offense. So there are going to be some competitors in the Pac-12 with USC, especially if they make it to the title game and play a team like Oregon or a team like Washington. But if I had to guess right now, I would say USC goes into the Pac-12 title game at 11-1 with their lone loss being that Notre Dame game. And depending on what happens elsewhere in the country, there's a chance that we could see USC make it to the college football playoff for the first time since the playoff started in 2014. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Zach Chat. My name is Zach Ballard. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button at the bottom of the page, and thanks for watching.